What is going on, everyone? Just got back from the game. Got to go pick up my child. And, I just want to talk about what are my takeaways from that game. VMI, FCS opponent. I will say they ran a three-man front against us, and I'm glad that they did. I told you, breaking down film from Syracuse and how successful Syracuse was with throwing a three-man front against us, that we were going to see teams run that. Louisville, take it to the bank, 100% is going to run three down linemen against us. Now, we did have trouble at times against VMI running a three-man front, running the ball. So there is a slight concern for me there, but that would be where it ends. We were able to flip field twice on a punt return, which I don't think I've seen us do in some time. And we did open the ball up, throwing it downfield. We have criticized Haynes King before for kind of being turnover driven, but no turnovers in this game for Tech that I can think of. And he was finding if Haynes King has time to throw the football, he will find the open man downfield. We've now been through, 3 games, and not a single sack given up by this offensive line. So I was very impressed with Haynes King. I haven't looked at the box score. Singleton Jr. had to have 150 yards. I think we had 3 touchdowns in the first half. Haynes King probably had 270 yards passing. So offensively, we looked good. We came close to shutting them out. Got to see Pyron come in, run the offense some. That was nice. Even Brody Rhodes got in. I think he handed the ball off once. Aaron Philo came in and threw some balls. But there's not a whole lot that you can take away from beating up on an opponent like VMI. By the way, hats off to VMI. Every one of those kids we just played is going to be a commissioned officer in United States military. So ton of respect to them. Anyone who signs up for that is A-okay, in Rex book. The tough thing is going to be we play Louisville next week on the road. They do stack up kind of like Syracuse where they're able to throw the ball. Look, Braum is a quarterback guy. And if we can't get a pass rush going, then it's going to be a long day for us. We were able to do it against VMI, but Louisville ain't no VMI, right? So we better get ready to see a three-man front in Louisville, and we're going to have to throw the ball downfield to win that game. I don't know what the line is. It should be 3.5 for Louisville to 7.5, somewhere in that range. I hope it's 7.5. We just, we got some things to prove there. I will say Jamal Haynes looks very gimpy to me. It seems like he's nursing injury. We didn't see Trey Cooley, which we shouldn't have. Trelane Maddox, a kid out of Parkview, got a ton of carries today. Didn't see a lot of Anthony Carey, but I think that's because we're saving him because we're going to need him to be healthy next week against Louisville. Chad Alexander got in some as well. Defensively, look, we played as well as you can expect, but we're going to have to be able to get some pressure on Louisville next week. And if we can beat Louisville next week, we're right back where we need to be. And, who knows what happens from there, but it's a very tough game. And I'll just end with this. No matter what happens, and there's a few Florida State fans I know that watch every video because they like sniffing Rex balls because they want to get a whiff of success in their life. And that's the closest that they'll ever get to it. 0-3. Florida State fans want to come in my comment section and laugh at me because we lost to Syracuse. Well, I tell you what, at least we can win a ball game. VMI might beat Florida State. I mean, at this point, it's not even trashing Florida State. You are legitimately the worst team in the ACC. You might be the worst Power 5 team in the country. Florida State fans now don't have to imagine what Tech fans went through with Jeff Collins. because you're experiencing it without having Jeff Collins. And you know what? We weren't paying Jeff Collins $10.5 million a year either. They're paying Mike Norvell $10.5 million a year to lose to his old team, Memphis. Wow. Now, setting them aside, that game was on, I think, ACC plus Sigma Theta Phi plus or minus 2. Why did we need 80, TV timeouts in that game? That really bothered me. Only 8 people got to watch it anyway. So hopefully, there's some film that I can pull from this game. But really, going into this week, I'm going to be looking at what Louisville does. But they've played 2 nobody. So, there's going to be a lot of things we see from Louisville that they haven't shown on film. It is, Brom's second year, but they have new players. So, happy with the Jackets for this week. You get a win. You can never be upset with that. But yeah, we'll just end with Florida State's awful, and everyone on Florida State that's a Florida State fan should do what that guy that said he would eat a dog turd with a spoon out of a cup. Notice how he did the right thing, just deleted himself from social media. That's what all y'all need to do. So y'all have a good one.